This is the KTLA 5 News at 4. I'm Samantha Cortese.
And I'm Mary Beth McDady for John Fanolio. We are following some breaking news. There's a brush fire burning in Peru near Castaic.
Gil Levis in Sky 5 with details. Hi, Gil.
Hi, Sam and MB. You're looking at the fire here. This is called the Canyon Fire. A portion of it here has jumped the road. It's actually started off of Holzer Canyon Road. That's to the left-hand side of your screen, and is continuing to burn off to the north and east. Let me come out wide to show you the extent of the fire and the burn scar. Currently, as I pan to the left, you're going to see Lake Piru here at the left side of your screen there. That's a great water source for the water-dropping helicopters. They have at least 6 water-dropping helicopters on this fire. Again, it started around 1:35 this afternoon. Ventura Fire got the call about the brush fire. It grew from 30 acres to now over 600 acres, and you can see how the fire has pushed off to the north and to the east. There are some homes out in the direction that the fire is burning, in particular the Valverde area that I'm showing you right now. As I zoom in past the smoke, you can see some of those homes in that area. The fire is approaching those areas. There are evacuation warnings for Valverde, Hasley Canyon, and the Lake Piru recreation area right now, but I can tell you that the Lake Piru area itself, the residential community, is not threatened at this point. They are dropping water and fire retardant on this fire. Fire crews from LA County Fire, CAL FIRE, and Ventura Fire fighting this fire. It's in some very steep terrain, and as I said, it's burning closer to some homes at this hour. Fire department is working to set up some fire retardant lines on the eastern flank of the fire at this point to try to slow down the rate of spread of this fire. Again, the winds aren't too strong out here. They're saying about 5 miles an hour, so it's mostly a train or fuel-driven fire at this point. But the fire department doing all they can in the air and on the ground to try to put this fire out. In the meantime, a lot of smoke is building up. In fact, as we were flying out here, you could see the plume of smoke rising high in the sky as you were approaching the Newhall Pass. So for people driving on the 5 freeway, you're going to see that big plume of smoke. But for now, the fire continues to burn out of control, with fire crews in the air and on the ground doing what they can to try to knock this out. That's the latest overhead up in Sky 5. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, thank you so much. Hopefully they'll be able to get a handle on that. And we continue with this breaking news. Crews are working from the air and on the ground to contain this fire.
Evacuation orders and warnings are in effect. KTLA's Rachel Menitoff joins us live from Hasley Canyon in Castaic with what we know so far. Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Sam. Hi, MB. Yeah, firefighters say this brush fire grew much faster and is much larger than they initially expected. It is called the Canyon Fire. We're right off of Hasley Canyon Road right now. You can see this kind of red hue of smoke behind us as the fire moves from Lake Piru in a southerly direction, but primarily east toward Hasley Canyon, Valverde, as we just heard. Where the fire initially started, it's a very rural area. There are only a couple of homes and structures, and we're told that firefighters are doing structure protection over there, but luckily no one has been injured at this point. Let's go back to Sky 5 if we can. What you'll see is this heavy